Pradna madam, you can start now.
Okay, okay. Yes, ma'am, I'll start. Good morning, students. Good morning, all the students. I'll welcome. One minute. Yes. Yes, a very happy morning, students. Today we'll learn the geography lesson, geography that is chapter number 2, endogenetic movements. Yes, a very happy morning, everyone. Once again, I welcome all the students to the state live lecture of geography of class 9. Today we'll study the chapter number 2, that is endogenetic movements. Before starting, I would like to share the screen over here. Yes, here is your screen. I hope you all have able to see the my screen as clear. Let's start our the lecture. So I Pradnya Shirsagar from Tiraknagar MPS School welcomes you for the lecture of geography. Yes, today we'll learn chapter number 2, that is endogenetic movements. But before that, in this chapter, what are the objectives at last, what we are going to learn, what we are going to understand at the when we'll complete this lesson. That is, in this chapter, we are going to study what are the different movements that are occurring in the interior of the earth and what are the effects can be seen on the exterior of the earth. Yes, these things we are going to study in today's session. Means what are the movements which we can see in the interior of the earth and how it affects to the exterior of the earth. Yes, this is the today's learning objectives we are going to learn from this lesson. So before going to the content in this chapter, let's understand first the interior of the earth. I know all the students have studied this interior of the earth in the previous standard also, but 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 in this lesson, endogenetic movements, the internal movements, before that, let's focus or let's revise what is the interior of the earth. Yes, there are some parts in it. Here you can see, if we see on your screen the diagram of the earth, you all can see it. Yes, the diagram you all can see on your screen. The inner part, the inside, the smallest in the white color, you can see that is the inner core, and after that you can see the outer core. Yes, which is in the blue, which is in the yellow color. After that, you can see we are having your core. After the core, we are having the mantle. Yes, the mantle region, which is having semi-solid magma. Yes, the mantle region you can see here after the core, the region which is having semi-solid means this portion. Yes, one second, I'll change the color over here. Yes, the mantle portion you can see here inside this region is having semi-solid magma or the liquid magma. The magma is very hot and it is floating. It is flowing around the interior of the earth. Above the mantle, we are having the crust here. The surface of the earth you can see that is known as crust, the exterior part of the earth. The land surface which are having on the earth crust is floating on the magma or mantle. Okay, this was the revision, or you can for this was a revision of the interior of the earth. Why should we should understand this before getting it to the chapter. Yes, as we are going to study the interior of the earth, we should understand what is in the mantle, which portion is in solid, liquid form. The interior of the earth, it's very important to study this endogenetic movements. So students here, uh, the mantle region you can see inside it. This we are going to carry forward to for the whole lesson. Yes, yes. Introduction. Concept here. Typical explanation. Introduction. First point. Various natural events occur on the earth from time to time. Example, floods, storms, snowfall, extreme rainfall, etc. See, on the earth, various natural events you all can see from time to time. Here you can see the floods, storms, snow, and extreme rainfall. So this changes or this natural events which occur on the earth, it can be seen everywhere in the world. So here, see the similarly, because of the movements below the earth's surface, like natural events like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions occur. From this organism living on earth, these events are disastrous. Yes, because the interior of the earth, many new movements have occurred. Yes, many movements you all can see, internal movements. Because of the internal movements, various events, causes are happening, like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, storms, lightning. So what it will create a dangerous situation. You can see on your screen also, the image you can see on your screen. Here you can see it will have, there is a loss of property because of natural calamities. Yes, and all the living organism which lives on the earth, it will be a very loss for everyone. Yes, in this lesson, we will get introduced to the endogenetic movements, which means internal movements. So this was the introduction of the lesson. Yes, first what we have studied, the interior of the earth. Yes, that is the magma, mantle. That is a very hot portion over there, hot region over there. Because of that, the internal movements occur. Yes, and that internal movements like earthquakes, storms, lightning. So because of this movement, many living organisms, they have to suffer, and there is loss of property because of the natural calamities. So let's move on to our main chapter, that is endogenetic movements. But before that, let's have an activity. Let's do an activity to understand it better. Yes, the first activity here you can see on your screen. Yes, now with this activity we will understand how the earthquakes, tremors, it occurs in our region. Yes, how the earthquakes occurs, cause, that we are going to see through this activity. See here now. As shown in the figure A, arrange your notebooks on each other. Place 3 or 4 objects like chalk, duster, sharpener, eraser, etc. on them. Means you have to keep the notebooks. Yes, arrange it notebooks on each other, and on that keep the objects whichever you have. Here I have on your screen, you can see the image. In image you can see the chalk, sharpener, duster, eraser. These things they have kept on the notebook. Yes. Now quickly take out a notebook without affecting others according to the figure B. Observe what happens. After arranging the notebooks on each other, you can see immediately on a very quick base, take out one notebook in between only. Just observe what will happen. What will happen? The objects which we have kept on the book will fall down, will collapse. Yes. Now here, once again, arrange the notebooks and keep chalk, duster, sharpener. Again, you have to repeat the previous step as shown in the image. After that, now give a slight push to the structure and observe what happens. Then again give a hard push. Slightly you have to with the finger give a slight push to the structure, means your notebooks. Then you observe what happens. Then again give a hard push to that. Again you have to observe what it caused. So here, due to this activity, after performing this activity, what we will understand here. Now let's assume here, students, that all the notebooks which here you can see on your screen, just assume that this books this books earth surface, the books which we have kept on each other, just assume that this is the earth surface, and the objects which we have kept here, the objects are, let's assume this is the buildings. Yes, we'll assume that the objects which we have kept, those are the buildings. Yes, but if we suppose in immediately I'll remove one book, then there will be a shake, there will be the tremors in the surface of the earth. Because of this shaking, buildings will collapse down, even the roads, bridges will break out. So this changes which we can see when we remove one book, when we give the slight push, when we give the hard push, whatever changes we can see. Yes, while performing this activity, you have to assume that the notebooks are the earth surface and the objects which we have kept, there are the buildings. So when we take out the one notebook, the books, the objects are down, they are collapsed. The changes which we can see from the interior of the earth, that is known as endogenetic movement. Means the changes which we have done, which we have removed one notebook. These are the changes in the interior of the earth, and the cause which we can see at the exterior, on the surface of the earth. You can see the changes. You can see the buildings are collapsed. Why it is collapsed? Because there is a changes in the interior of the earth. So this is known as the endogenetic movements. The movements which are happening in the interior of the earth is known as endogenetic movements. I hope you have understood this through this activity, the concept of endogenetic movements, that is internal movements. So let's move on. Yes. Now, geographical explanation. After performing this activity, let's learn about some geographical explanation. Yes, earthquakes. See the first point here on your screen. Earthquakes and volcanoes occur because of the instability in the interior of the earth. Instability means what, students? the thing which is being unstable, the thing which is not stable, it is known as instability. This instability is created due to the movements occurring in the Earth's surface. Yes, there in the interior of the Earth, the movements which is not stable, the movements are occurring in an instability way, in a new way. So this changes, this movements is created, and you can see the changes like earthquake, volcanoes on the surface of the Earth. Next point. Generally, the movements in the Earth's interior occur in the upper layer of the mantle. Yes, generally the movements in the interior of the Earth, you can see the upper layer of the mantle, means the magma, which the region is very hot over there. The tremendous energy is released by the radioactive materials in the mantle. These energy waves travel from one place to other. Because of the magma, the region is very hot. The flow of it is floating. It is flowing from one place to another. The energy which travels, and there the energy, you can see there is a lot of energy in that region. So due to that energy, the flow of the energy, due to that flow of energy, the instability is caused in the mantle region. The movements are classified on the basis of their velocity, direction, and the landforms they produce. Yes, because of the tremendous energy is released by the radioactive materials in the mantle, the energy waves, they travel each other. Yes, after that, there is no stability in that region. The energy is continuously, the energy is flowing, and the movements which we can see on it, it bases on the velocity, that is the speed, directions, and the landforms they produce. This was a geographical explanation about the endogenetic movements. After that, yes. Now this is the main point in this chapter. Classification of the internal movement. Now, some internal movements are classified in the few parts that we are going to see here. Yes. Now, classification of internal movements. Internal movements in the three parts they have classified here. The first is on the basis of velocity, on the basis of directions. Third is on the basis of landforms. These are the three forms these are the three parts which is divided by the internal movements. Now first, in today's lecture, we'll see about on the basis of velocity, that is the slow movements and sudden movements. Yes, in today's session we are going to learn only about on the basis of velocity, that is the slow movements. Yes, velocity means what? It is the speed of something in a given direction is known as velocity. Yes. Let's move on to the next. Yes. The first thing we are going to study, that is about the slow movements, which is based on the velocity. The effect of slow movements can be seen in the form of formation of mountains and continents on the Earth's crust. Because of the slow movements, which effect we can see the new formation of mountains and continents on the Earth's crust. The table you can see on your screen, that is it explains us about the slow movements. Here one side, the first column, you can see the effect they have given. Next is the pressure and the tension over there. Now here, first effect, let's focus on the first effect. The direction of the wave movement. The pressure is waves moving towards each other. Yes, when the waves which moves towards each other in the opposite direction, what will form? You can see the second column here, effect on hard rocks. You can see when the in the opposite when the move when the waves moves towards each other, you can see the fault over there. Fault means a crack over there in between. You can see the two arrows. Two arrows means the waves which interacts each other. It is towards moving towards each other. That time what will create, if there is a hard rock over there, you can see there fault over there. There is a crack over there in between. Yes, when when there is a effect of on soft rock, when there is a soft rock, you can see the fold over there. Yes, you can see the waves. These waves, you can see there is a rocks are in fold position. Yes, the this is the, you can see the shape on your screen. This is known as the effect of soft rock. The mountains which are in floating, so the mountains which are being folded, it is on during the soft rocks. Now see here, see the third column over here. Whenever the directions are in the opposite directions, they are the waves which are in opposite direction, what will happen? That time, if there is a hard rock over there, you can see there is a gap in between. You can see the red, it is in the red color, you can see in the between, which I am pointing out, that is known as the fault over there. Yes, and if there is the effect on soft rock, if there is a soft rock, there you can see the fault is over plane over there, and there is a gap in between. So if there is a soft rock, there you can see the mountains are folded, and if the directions which are in opposite direction, you can see over the gap over there. Okay, in the hard rocks, what we can see, if the waves moves each other towards each other, you can see the fault over there. Yes, you can see the one, just assume that these two are the mountains. The first mountain, you can see it is down over there, and onto it the second mountain is there. Because of the pressure which is giving towards each other, the mountain which is down, and on it the other mountain, you can see it is this line, it is known as the fault over there. So due to this image or this chart, we will come to know, or will understand the effects of slow movements. Whenever there is a hard rocks, you can see fault over there. Yes, whenever there is if we want to see the effect of soft rock, you can see the fold mountains. Yes, and after that you can see the gap over there. Okay, yes. Next, now here are the actual images of the slow movements. You can see in between here, the crack, you can see there is a fault over there. Here also, these are the actual images you can see on your screen. See, here also in the third image, the mountains, there is a gap in between, there is a crack because of the pressure towards each other or in the opposite direction. You can see the changes which can be seen in the mountains due to the slow movements. Yes, this was the actual images. Yes. After the slow movements landform, we are going to study a mountain building movement, that is orogenic. Okay, after the slow movements, it is divided in the three parts, that is fold mountains, block mountains and Rift Valley. Yes, in only this three parts we are going to learn in this first session of this chapter. So let's move on to the fold mountains. See students, before at the very first we have learned at the interior of the earth. After that we have learned some geographical explanation about the interior of the earth. Then we have studied the classification of internal movements on the basis of velocity, direction and landforms. Then we have studied about the slow movements, its landform on effect at the effect of soft rock and hard rocks. Yes, just now we have studied through that table. After that, the slow movements, it is divided in the three parts, that is the fold mountains, block mountains and Rift Valley. Because of the slow movements, these mountains they are formed, which is there in the land forms. Is mountain building movement, that is also the another name you can see, orogenic. So let's move on to the first point, that is the fold mountains. Yes, to understand the fold mountains, there is an activity over there. This is also very interesting activity, students. If you have right now you have the textbook as well as notebook also with you all. If possible, please take a strip in your hand, which you can see on your screen. Approximately take 30 centimeter long paper. Yes, place your hands on both the ends of the strip, which is shown in the figure A. Yes, take a long strip over there. After that, move both the hands towards each other, giving pressure on the strip. Observe what happens to the strip. First of all, take a long strip, long paper, approximately like 30 centimeter. Place it on the table. After placing it, or if you have the notebook right now, place it on the notebook. Put your hands on the strip, both the hands, and slowly move both the hands in the equal direction, giving the pressure on the strip. What will happen after performing this activity? We will notice that along with the hand, the strip also moves. When we give the pressure on our hands on the strip, the strip will also move towards each other. And the fold you can see and the fold are formed over here. Means this shape you can see on while performing or after performing this activity. Work performed on the strip due to the motion of the hands. Yes, the work which we have performed, why it is due to the motion of the hands towards each other, is called as compression. Yes, which means that the pressure was given at the center. The pressure was given at the center of the strip from both the ends. As a result, the strip moves and folds are formed. As a result, when we give the pressure from both the sides, you can see the fold is formed over there. Yes, this is known as the fold mountains. I hope with this activity, it will be easy to understand what is the fold mountains. Yes, students, next. I request all the students to please perform this activity. Within a 1 minute, you will understand how the fold mountains are formed. Yes? Yes. After performing the activity, let's learn some geographical explanation about the fold mountains. First point, energy is transferred from the interior of the earth. Yes, energy is formed from the interior of the earth. Because of this energy waves and the pressure working towards each other and in the horizontal direction, the layers of the soft rocks form folds. Yes, when we gave this pressure from towards each other, you can see the curve over here, you can see the fold over there. Yes, that fold is known is fold mountains. Yes, you can see the energy waves you can see the energy waves, the pressure it is going towards each other in a horizontal way. The arrow you can see here, students, here the arrow which is moving towards each other, the pressure is going towards each other. So because of that pressure, you can see the fold mountains. Yes, if the pressure is very high, large scale folds are formed and there is a complicity increases. Yes, if the pressure is more, is in a very high, in a very high way, in a very high, that time large fold can be seen. So right now what we have, it is not, the pressure is not so high over here. But due in some cases, due to the internal changes, internal movements, sometimes the pressure is very high. That time you can see the fold can be seen on a large scale, and there is a complicity increases, means the twist you can see in the mountains as a fold mountains. Complicity means you can say the twist or a very complicated thing. Okay. Third point, as a result, the surface of the earth gets uplifted and the fold mountains are formed. When the pressure goes to the interior of the, in the interior, you can see the earth surface gets uplifted. See, this portion is getting uplifted. Okay, it's little bit up, you can see. That time the fold mountains are formed. As easy to understand after performing, after doing this activity. Yes, I hope you all have understood this fold mountains in a very easy way while performing or after performing this activity. Yes, students, let's move on. Next. Now here are some examples of the fold mountains in India. First is, you can see the Himalayas, Arnavalis, Rockies, the Alps are the major fold mountains of the world. These are the major examples of fold mountains of the world. Himalayas, Rockies, Alps, Arnavalis. Yes. Next. So till here we have learned about the fold mountains. Let's move on. The second, after the fold mountain, we are going to study about the block mountains. What are the block mountains? Before getting into the block mountains, there is also one activity over here that we are going to study. Okay. After that, again here also you have to take a long strip of a thin paper. Yes, take the paper in your hand. Hold one end of the paper in your right hand. Hold other in your left hand, as shown in this figure. Pull both the ends away from each other. Observe what happens to the paper strip. When we, most of the time in your school days also, during your childhood days also, this activity you all have performed. Yes, students, this activity you will understand. After doing it, we will get to know about the block mountains. Yes, when we hold a strip in our hand, you have to pull both the ends in an equal pressure. The pressure should be same. After that, pulling from both the ends away, you can see the tension is created over here. Yes, this it is known as the tension. You can see the paper which is torn over there. The paper is tear. The paper is, it is in two pieces. After doing this, after performing this activity, what we'll understand on observation, you will notice that pulling the paper from both the ends, creates a stress in between, and resulting in the tearing of the paper. When we pull from both the side of the strip, you can see in between there is a stress over there. Due to the stress, the results, it resulting in the tearing of the strip. You can see the two pieces of the paper. The work done while pulling the strip in opposite direction is called a tension. Yes, when the work is done, when we pull the strip in the opposite direction, that time what is known, the word we can use over there, that is tension. The strip got torn. The strip got torn apart due to this tensional cause. The strip, you can see it is in two parts. Why it is in? Because the tension is caused over there. Yes. Yes. After performing that activity, we'll study about the block mountains. Yes. Now, what is block mountains? Because of the internal movements, horizontal waves moving away from each other are formed. This causes tension on the layers of the rock. This leads to formation of the fractures in the rocks. These are known as faults. See, when the pressure is there in the on towards each other. Yes, when the pressure is there towards each other from both the ends, that time you can see it is the middle part, it is down. Yes, this portion you can see the middle part, it is down. So this is known as the block mountain. How the block mountains are formed? When the cracks or faults occur in the earth crust and the land between it, the crack or sinks leaving upside blocks on the either side. Similarly, waves coming towards each other, when the waves are there from towards each other, from this side, from the left side also, and from the other side also, in hard rocks also form the faults due to the compression. When from both the side the pressure is equal in the hard rocks, what we can see, there is a compression over there. When a part of the earth crust is in between two parallel fault is lifted, it looks like a block. When a part of the earth crust in between two parallel faults, you can see this and this, it is uplifted, and the block which it is down over there, this block is known as block mountains. Yes, because of the internal movements and the horizontal waves which move towards each other, the arrows you can see which is there, which is moving towards each other, it creates the tension on the layers of the rock, and you can see the fractures in the rocks. It is known as the fault. Yes, after that, when the part of the earth crust in two parallel faults is lifted up, this two side is lifted up, and the block which is down over there, it is known as the block mountain. The surface is not flat over there. When we study the block mountain, the surface, it is not flat. You can see there is a tip over there. Like this tip you can see in the block mountains. Yes, such landform is known as block mountain. The hilltops of block mountains are flat over there. In the earlier stage, they do not have any peaks. Their slopes are steep. For example, Black Forest Mountains in Europe, the Meghalaya Plateau of India has also been formed in the similar way. Whenever this example, you can see on your screen the Meghalaya Plateau and the Black Forest. Yes, it is formed of India, has also been formed in similar waves also. You can see the mountains. Yes, it is the example of block mountains. And most of the hilltops, you can see the top, see students, hilltop. The hilltops of the mountains are very flat over there. But in the earlier stage, they never used to have a peak over there. Their slopes are very steep. Yes, the slopes are very steep. Steep means what? Rising or falling sharply. A mountain slope. Yes, here you can see the mountain slope that is known. It is known as steep over there. Yes, the hilltops of the block mountains are flat, but they do not have a peaks over there. The slopes are very steep, rising and falling. The mountain slope. Is due to this example, we have understood about the block mountains. Next, the third form of slow mountains, it is rift valleys. Yes, rift valleys. Sorry. When horizontal movements on the earth's surface act in opposite direction, it causes tension on the rocks in the earth crust. Just assume, students, that this uh, this block is a mountain. The horizontal movements on the earth's surface in the opposite direction, it causes a tension. Okay, these arrows you can see here, the red arrows you can see on your screen, it goes to the opposite direction. Yes, when we pull from both the end, you can see the tension over there. Tension means there is a, the whole block, the whole rock is subsides, it goes down because of the tension. When the tension increases, the fracture develops in the rocks. This leads to the formation of faults. Consequently, rock on both the ends slide and continuity in the layers of the rock is not found. For whenever at the very first, the mountain was in very flat position. When the pressure which goes in the opposite direction, right towards right pressure and the left towards left pressure, then in between what will happen, the tension will create here on the rock. When the tension will increase, the fractures you can see in the rocks. Yes, the fracture you can see in the rocks. This leads to the formation of the fault. In the portion which goes down, which subsides down, it is known as the rift valley. Yes, and the portion, the rock which is uplifted, it is known as fault over there. And the portion which goes down, it is known as rift valley. Okay, next. Yes, this also, along with this also, you will understand in detail about the rift valley. See the portion plate A and plate B. Here you can see, the portion. First of all, this portion is flat over there. Yes, when the pressure it goes in the horizontal way, the pressure which goes in the horizontal way on the earth's movement in opposite direction, then what will happen? You can see the crack in between. This crack you can see, it is a crack, it is a fault in between, and the portion it goes down, it subsides down, and this portion is uplifted. The portion which goes down, which sinks in between, subsides down, it is known as rift valley. Yes, students, I hope with this you all have understood the rift valley. Yes, the direction always remember, students. When we study the rift valley, The direction, it is in opposite direction. These two arrows you can see, it is in opposite directions. Sometimes two fractures develop side by side in the Earth's crust. The land in between the two fractures subsides. This subsided deep part is called Rift Valley. Means the portion which goes down, which subsides down, it is known as Rift Valley. Both the slopes of Rift Valley are steep. Here also, as in the Block Mountains also, there is a steep over there. Here also in the Rift Valley, the slopes you can see, it is steep over there. Yes, steep means what? Just now I told you, steep means rising or falling sharply. The mountain slope, it is known as steep over there. I hope you all have understood this Rift Valley. Let's move on. Yes, here is the example of Rift Valley. For example, you can see the first one, Rhine River, Rift Valley, Narmada River, Great Rift Valley of Africa. Yes, here you can see students. The middle part you can see the water is flowing over there. Yes, and at the opposite side here you can see the mountains you can see, and in between the water is flowing. This is known as the Rift Valley. Yes, because of the pressure, from the both the opposite side, the tension creates it, and this block goes down, it subsides down. Yes, and this two blocks, it is uplifted only. This is known as the rift. Understood it? Rift Valley in a better way. Yes, students? Yes. So let's revise this lesson. Yes. Today we have learned on the basis of classification, that is on the velocity, that is slow movements. After that we have studied the slow movements in the three parts, that is the fold mountains, block mountains, and third was the last Rift Valley. Yes, students, I hope you all have understood this lesson in a better way. To revise it, please go to the textbook as well as take the help of this lecture also to understand it in a better way. Yes, now evaluation part. Yes, evaluation. See, on your screen you can see the question. The first question, I'll read it out. On which of the following are slow mountains in the Earth's interior dependent? Yes, please raise your hand, those who want to answer, student. What will be the correct answer? Landform, velocity, or direction? When we study the slow movements in the Earth's interior, it is dependent on velocity. Yes, when waves divert from each other, what do they create? They create tension over there. Tension. Yes. So this also, there are some MCQs also. You take the screenshot and solve it, students. Yes. Yes. Thank you, students, for listening very attentively. I hope you all have understood the first part of this endogenetic movements. We'll continue the lesson. We'll continue the same lesson for the next lecture. Thank you, students. Keep learning. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Pradna ma'am.